as soon as our mother got pregnant, there was an environment affecting us. When there is an organism, there is an environment affecting that organism. For us, as an example, for the environment could be the light, could be the temperature, could be the circulation of the blood of our mom, the things they're talking about, the stress, and so on. And our genes needs to react to that organism. Our mind actually react to that organism. So there is families, they have beliefs. Those beliefs become the environment that is affecting us. There is communities, they have beliefs. There is cultures, they have beliefs. There is countries that have beliefs, and those beliefs that are affecting us. And that's how we are becoming molded to that belief, to that environment. And we take decisions based on that environment. That's one of the reasons why you see people sometimes that out of the environment and they think completely different than that environment, because they have questioned themselves many things about, do I really live in my life the way I want to live? This is what I really want? Sometimes, as an example, many of us get affected by of course, I shouldn't say many of us, we all got affected by how our parents raise us. And some parents are very careful about how they raise their kids, and by being careful, that doesn't mean that it's a good thing. So they're very overprotective. So just an example, don't touch the fire, you're gonna get burned. Don't climb that step because you're gonna fall. Don't do this because you're gonna hurt yourself, and so on. So that's an environment actually affecting you as you grow older, and as you've been taught that way for many years. When you actually older, you are afraid to get injured, you are afraid to take risks, you are afraid to do something new, you're afraid of many things because it's ingrained in your head by now that your parents told you all that stuff. Another example is that if you want to be, let's say you want to be a psychologist, but your mom and dad think that it's better for you to be a doctor or to be a lawyer because you're going to make more money. And they think that you're going to have a free life, you're going to have a happier life if you do that. And they keep pushing you to do that. And you're trying to please your dad and mom. And therefore you don't want, you drop your career to be a psychologist, and you try to do what your mom and dad is telling you to do. That's environment actually affecting you. Now you have a conflict within your life, trying to find out who you really are. This is very important because we make a lot of decisions based on that environment. And this has to do a lot with weight loss. Why it has to do a lot with weight loss? There is a lot of marketing, there is a lot of media out there that tell you how your body should be looking. And tell you you should have a six-pack, you should have flat abs. Some commercials tell you should have nice hips. Some commercials tell you should have small hips. Some commercials show you that you have to have long legs. Other ones that you have to short legs. There is all types of body that tell you that that's the way you're supposed to be. So we become obsessed about finding that perfect body. Now, there is nothing wrong with having a nice body. I think having a nice body is very fulfilling. And for many of us, we are willing to pay that price. What I'm telling you, we're willing to pay the price. The more you want, the more difficult it's gonna get. And this is applicable in different areas of our life. So think about it. The bigger, the better the house you have, the more maintenance it's gonna need, the more effort you're gonna have to put at it. So if you have a small apartment, and that small apartment, all you have to take care of is clean the inside, and probably your room, probably the kitchen, probably the living room. That's very small, right? But if you have a bigger house, so you have 3 rooms, now you have to clean those 3 rooms. Now you have to the living room and the kitchen is bigger. Not only that, but if you have a house where you have a yard, you have to go cut the grass. If it's snow where you live, you need to remove the snow. So there is more effort the more you want. If you want a better job, you're not gonna have a better job only because you're cute, okay? You're probably gonna have a better job because of the value that you add into people. And for you to add more value to people, you have to learn more, you have to get more responsibilities. So that's the way to get a better job. You have to put more effort to make more money. The same happens with your relationship. If you have a bigger family, of course, having your significant other, having your husband or having your wife, it's one to keep that relationship together, and it's different when you have kids. If you have one, you have to take care of one. That's in the financial area. At the same time, in the time that you invest in with that kid, and the things that you know that you have to learn to teach him, and to put more effort and to sit with him and do his homework and understand the kid, and being there when he or she is sick, and so on. If you have two, now you have to work more. So the bigger the family, the more effort you have to put on that. That doesn't mean that it's negative. It's positive, because the more you have, the more money you make, the better is your career, the more people you help, the bigger the house is, the bigger the family is, you're gonna be more fulfilling. However, you have to pay the price. So that's my point. It's the same thing with your body. If you want a nicer body, it's okay to have it, but you have to pay the price. That's exactly what you need to think about. What do you want in life, instead of somebody else getting into your head and telling you this is what you should have, this is what you should do. Weight loss is actually not what you're looking for. You're actually looking to have a nice body. Or I could be mistaken, and you actually thinking that you're looking for weight loss because you want your health to be better. And actually the weight loss is not what is going to make you, it's going to help you to have a better life or a healthy life. What is going to make you to have a healthy life, it's going to be that life changes that you make, that it's going to give you, that the side effects is actually the weight loss. But at the same time, it's going to give you a healthy life, such as an example, if you want to get rid of diabetes, if you want to control that, losing weight is not what is going to help you. However, changing your lifestyle, it's something that is gonna help you with diabetes. As an example, I have a couple clients that came to me and they have diabetes and were taking medications. They talked to the doctor. Within 2 weeks, they controlled the medication because they were exercising and eating healthy, and they dropped the medication. They haven't lost any weight yet, but they changed their life within 2 weeks. They controlled that diabetes. Anyway. So my point out of this is that weight loss, or having a nice body, or controlling the disease, or anything like that, is a lifestyle. It's not going to be the weight loss itself. One, this has to be with environment, because once you find out who you are, you can have clear goals and destination where you're going and what do you want. So here's a great example. If you want to control your diabetes, so you don't want to lose weight, which is going to happen with the process. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. But you know that that's what you want. You don't want a six-pack, right? The real reason why you're exercising is because you want to control your diabetes. If you want to be able to have the stamina to play with your grandchildren, as an example, losing weight is not what you're looking for. Like I said, losing weight, it will be a side effect. But you're losing to have the energy. So probably by you exercising or going for a run 3-4 times a week, that's going to be enough. Then the person who's trying to get a six-pack and trying to have bigger muscles, that it has to do weightlifting. So once you find out who you truly are, what do you want from your life, which I recommend you give yourself around half an hour to an hour every day alone to make sure that who's talking to you is you, not anybody else, not Sandra, not your mom, not your dad, not your dad, not the doctor, not your friends. It's actually when you are alone, you start thinking about the things that are coming out of your head, and then you start making conclusions about the things that you want. So being alone for 1 hour, it's very important for you every day. I know you feel like you may go crazy because there is a lot of things that go through your head, and there is a lot of things that you have to get done, and there is a lot of traumas back in the past that come in the present, and there is a lot of fears that are going to come in the future. But it's important for you to stay within you, with your thoughts, and write it down and go for a walk, or watch the stars, or watch the clouds, or anything where you can be in peace, when you don't have music, when there is no cell phone, when there is no television, and when there is nobody around except you. That way you can find out exactly what you want, why you signing up into a weight loss program. It's very important that you know that. When you find yourself and you understand why you're signing up to a weight loss program, now let's go back to the point that I just mentioned a couple minutes ago. Now we know that weight loss is going to be a lifestyle for you. How much are you willing to push? How much are you willing how much effort are you willing to put into your body? If you want to control that diabetes, so all you have to work is on you eating, maybe start walking or running, maybe go lift some light weights, that's perfect. What is it that you're willing to do? You're willing to do that 3 times a week? It will fit into your lifestyle for the rest of your life. That you're going to fit those 3 exercises, half an hour during the week. Is that going to help you? Are you going to be changing your eating? What are you going to be changing for your whole life? Now you know why you sign up into a weight loss program. You want to control your diabetes. Now, if your goal is, as an example, play with your kids, okay? You want to have the energy. You want to have the strength to actually pick up your kids, to go play some soccer, to go play some football, to go throw the baseball, or to go for a run with them, or to go skiing or snowboarding, and you feel like you don't have the energy anymore. Okay, so weightlifting is something that you're looking for. Only to do that, as an example, I have a client that he comes to me and he knows that what we do is a lot of body toning and weight loss. And he came straight to me and say, Sandro, you know that I don't care about how I look, but I really want to have the strength and the energy to be able to go ski and enjoy my skiing, because I feel like I'm getting older and this is not helping me. So I want to get in shape with that. Can you help me with that? So he had very clear what he wanted. He didn't get persuaded by me by losing weight or anything like that. He knew what he wanted, which is exactly what I'm telling you right now. If it is playing with your kids, so you may want to lift some weights. You don't want to go crazy on it, and you want to just stay in shape to do that. However, if you want to have a flat stomach, if you want to have a nice butt, if you want to have nice legs, if you want to have nice arms, if you want to have a nice back, it's another story. For that you really have to go do the extra mile to get there. And for how long are you planning to actually maintain that body? Are you planning to maintain that body for your whole life? Are you willing to exercise 3 to 4 times? Increasing your weightlifting as you go along. When there is pains, when there is pain in your body, when you're going into a divorce, which I'm not wishing this to anybody, I'm just saying in case that it happens. When your finances are not where it's supposed to be, when you have problem with at work, when there is things happening in life that you know it happens, are you willing to continue pushing? Are you willing to continue moving forward? Are you willing to continue into your program? Once you define who you are, when you get everybody out of your head, and you're doing it for yourself, and you know there is a lifestyle, what are you willing to pay to lose that weight? How many days of exercise in a week are you willing to do? What are you willing to change on your eating? How far are you willing to go in your weight loss? And why are you losing that weight? So keep that in mind. So now you know that you have to get the environment out, and now you know that weight loss is a lifestyle, and depending on the lifestyle that you want, that's how much effort you want to put, okay? Thank you for continuing following us. I hope this video helped you figure out about the decisions that you're making about your weight loss.